plausibly, ostensibly, cover them with black tape.
And especially with the difference in level and the shade of black.
For anyone else that's still confused, that's the one in his hand, that's the shock collar, and that's the vibration collar. This needs to be higher. It is 100% proven it's a shock collar.
Where was it? God, this guy uploads so much shit. Where'd it go? Was it a short? Did someone DMCA him? What the fuck? It wasn't me. Hang on. Oh, it's here. We ended up on the Asmongold Clips channel, not even the main one, and got almost 1 million views. This is literally match. It's literally just him watching my video and cackling. The ET300 Mini Educator, which does have shock prongs. It seems to match in shape, in the positioning of the charging port, in the texture of the plastic, unlike this one with the much more curvy light than the one Hasan has. This one, which is vibrate only, also has its charging point on the side. The one Hasan...
No! So just for context,
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop. You're being such a baby.
Hasan first said this was due to his dog tripping, then he said his dog was wearing a vibration collar, and then finally people found out the exact model, which is a shock collar with prongs removed and covered with black tape.
Where the prongs that could deliver the shock are simply removable. You can just remove them. Or apparently, maybe, plausibly, ostensibly, cover them with black tape.
And especially with the difference in level and the shade of black.
For anyone else that's still confused, that's the one in his hand, that's the shock collar, and that's the vibration collar. This needs to be higher. It is 100% proven it's a shock collar. This idiot just taped to get...
Yeah, when you increase the brightness or saturation or whatever, it does kind of expose the tapiness of the artifact. Now, there is one caveat here, okay? Because again, the more extraordinary the claim, the more extraordinary the evidence. It is a fact that the prongs on this device, as far as I've been able to tell from the manual, do not fully come off. In the fact that they, let me find a picture of it, in the sense that they leave a couple of little, the tiny little metal pins that the prongs are attached to, that they cover, are still there, which would imply that in order to achieve this, they're very small, but in order to achieve this, he would have had to either clip them off, like the little nubs, or he would have had to file them down to achieve this fucking appearance, which is quite insane, which... That's quite insane. That's a very... Because you can see here, this is where the two bits of metal would have been. Like they have a little elevation here, the two little hexagon spaces. People are trying to say it's this, but obviously the charging point doesn't match, nor does the shape of the light. So, I don't know. People are coping hard, you might say. Yes.
Can you, Marucci, can you hear me? Can you hear either of us? Marucci.
She's cooked. I'm busy. So it's not looking amazing, you know. Like, people are mostly mad. And yeah, there are people doing comparisons as well. There's two models that seem to match this shape. One is called the 300, and the other is called the 900, these e-collars. And you can see here there's there's like a little button there that is the same as this one. Yeah, the shape of the screen is different, the rounding, yeah, it's all coming together, you know. But there is an inference there that he did some tampering to get rid of those two metal bits. Like he would have had to do something. I don't think they're so small that the tape would hide them. That doesn't make sense to me.
If Teuton tries to argue about dog training, because I think that'd be hilarious.
Oh,
Loner, Teuton's in your waiting room.
What do you want to talk about?
Who, me? I'm just here for dog training memes.
Oh, what's Teuton here for?
Probably
great.
dog training memes.
I hope.
Okay, but first of all, I just want to, while I'm on this topic, I just want to say, if anyone possesses one of these things, because they're expensive, they're like $200 or $300. If anyone
That's what I
has
was
one,
gonna say.
or knows someone who has one, can you just like, I'll crowdfund for you. Just see how easy it is to remove the things. If they can be filed down or clipped off with little clippers, then I'd be like, okay, that's that. He might have done, but you'd have to be so stupid to do that. Why wouldn't you
Yeah.
just buy
My
one?
question is, he's
no vibrate
rich enough
only?
to Amazon Prime one that's not a shock collar. Why? Is he? Oh my god! There's
So-
no way he was that lazy.
Yeah, the problem is that people are trying to say it's the vibrate only one, the PG one, but like, mate, I am willing to concede that there could be a discontinued model that exists that he's using here that just happens to look exactly like the shock one, but I'm sorry, you cannot fit a triangle into a square. I know this isn't a perfect method, but you're not fitting or a square into a triangle. What the fuck?
Listen, he has a plan of attack and he hasn't used it. He could have just thrown Palestinians under the bus and be like, look, if you care about animals or dogs that much, look at what they did to dogs in Hebron. They shot dogs in the streets. He could have
Jesus.
done that.
My main thing is
there was a
weird-
valid reason
Wait,
for
hang
it.
on. I'm
okay?
still doing content though, by the way. I'll come back in a minute. But
Okay.
all right. Okay.
Oh man. Are you fucking kidding me? If it's found out that he's taping or obstructing this in any way, he 100% shocked the dog. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Jesus Christ. So we've made it, guys. We've made it to Roach Capital. I apologize for all the fascism I've just enabled. But besides that, apparently he's been made aware of the thread, has he? XQC did... God, how much has he been yapping about this? Spider's uploaded like 3 videos. Okay. What is
From
X say?
Majestic
How humans ruin dogs. Ugliest dogs in the world. Okay, he went on tangents. He is not focused at all. This poor guy.
For eating your toenails. Yikes.
This is the one.
Okay. So he did a lot. He was looking at the collar and everything. I feel like a lot of this stuff could be swapped out, so I just thought I'd focus on the device itself, on the mechanism, the delivery system. What is he saying here? How did he review my evidence? Half-mile remote e-collar, which does have shock prongs. It seems to match in shape, in the positioning.
Yo, don't give me this energy. It seems to match. It has to be a full match.
You're never going to get a full match, considering the fact that there are discontinued models, probably, that might not even exist on the website. You're never going to get a perfect match. Or I mean, you might get one that looks like a perfect match, but it could still be a different model. Like this one does seem like I can't see any notable difference apart from the fact that there's like less than a centimeter of metal where the prongs would go. They're missing, and they're not. I don't think I've seen evidence that they're removable, which means that you would have to tamper. You'd actually have to force them out. Yeah, because you see here when you take this is the manual. When you take the contact points off, the 2 little nubs are still there. So, I mean, I imagine a pair of clippers could just snip those off, but or you could file them down. But that's like an extra level of brain dead effort to do that. That's insane. That's unbelievable. But there's only one vibrate only model that we could find even close to this, and it just doesn't match. It doesn't match. It's literally, you're fitting a square into a triangle. You can't do it. In the texture of the plastic, unlike...
This one does not match. No, this does not match. This one does not match.
This one with the much more curvy light than the one Hasan has.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
This one, which is vibrate only, also has its charging point on the side.
That's what I said.
The one
That's what I
Hasan
said.
has
That's what I said.
a charging point in the middle. You linked an H3 post that implies no... Where? Where'd you link up SK? Are you SK in Discord? Where'd you link? Where? Tell me. Quick! Much like the shocking version, where the prongs...
The protruding,
deliver the
the
shock
protruding
are
port.
simply removable. You can just remove them.
Yep.
Or apparently, maybe, plausibly, ostensibly, cover them with...
Guys, it's just a theory, but listen.
Wait. Can someone get me a clear, the highest definition possible shot of this? Because just to cover every base, because I care, I might want to put it into Premiere and just increase the brightness myself. Because if someone tampered with that image, that would mean that there's been some mischief going on.
It's like if all you care about is the time on a watch, most people are gonna buy the Apple Watch without the fucking dive
Okay, he's on a
window
tangent.
and all that shit. Why would you the one with the outside protruding port with all the finicky bullshit not to use it? Not to use it. Come on, bro.
Black tape.
To show it a day later with tape on it? Come on, bro.
That seems to be where we are now. Okay. Closely match the ET300.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah, we've seen
Okay,
that
just
he
hang
was
on.
reaching for something. So XQC did a proper dive as well. Okay. What the fuck? He is so adamant. Okay. Anyway. Emphasize no AI enhanced images. Absolutely not. We'd never. Don't do that. What else do we have? We have more memes. We have to we have to scurry through. He's been posting on Instagram a lot of dog pictures, I guess, to show how happy his dog is or whatever the fuck, or how much of a good owner he is. I mean, he might be. Like, I don't fucking know. He might be a great dog owner. Doesn't change the fact that I'm just very curious about whether or not he's lying about the fucking device.
Just one more thing. Why use tape it at all, when he can just buy another non-shocking collar?
Thanks for the £10. Yeah, no, you could. Yeah, I just think. Okay, so there's some things we can establish, right? You know, court of law. It's okay to establish the fact that Hasan's a liar, for example. He lies a lot. He lies about people quite flagrantly. That's not an issue, okay? And he's also very stupid. So, like, these two, these are relevant pieces of information to the investigation. Which is why when we're taking a theory like, okay, bro, did you like tamper with your device to remove the bases of the shock prongs and then just tape over it, hoping no one would notice when you have thousands and tens of thousands of people scrutinizing you? Well, I wouldn't do that, but Hasan would. So I feel like I wouldn't put that past him. Anyway, she has no idea she's been the most famous dog on the internet for the past 2 days because of a coordinated far-right pro-Israel slander campaign. He's so mad. He's so mad. It's about Israel, eh? Based. Since when did you become an expert in dog shock collars? Last night. Listen. My analysis here, okay? Despite what some people say, I am not feigning expertise, okay? I'm just trying to see whether or not you can fit. I'm just saying you cannot fit a square into a triangle. That's not expertise, okay? Because the alternative explanation that's being given by people is people keep fucking linking this stupid device that cannot match. It's impossible to match it to the one Hasan has. That's all I'm saying. Ethan Klein. Damn. We're doing so many rounds, man. The fuck? Oh, fuck me, man. This guy is absolutely molding. I made the meme that you tweeted day one, hire me. Rue! You are incredible. You should start if you do a GoFundMe. If you do a GoFundMe. Even though I don't monetize Twitter, saying that your meme was jacked. I'll let them know. I'll let people know, okay? Spread it for you. This is QAnon level nonsense now. You drew a red circle around the collar. What the heck is that supposed to prove? There are no prongs. And if you actually are familiar with shock collars, you'd know that dogs have been trained with them, are not yelping with pain when they're used. They deliver a very mild tingle. So how does that fit with what happened to the dog? I believe there are settings, actually, but... It's interesting that you've done enough research to recognize that this model of device actually does come in vibration-only paging variants. It doesn't! Well, not the shape that Hasan has, no. You cannot fit a square into a triangle. Stop doing it. Dick. Unless the square is shrunk. Unless it's a small square. Why are you lying? Lonerbox debunked his lies, Limfeo. Lonerbox doesn't know his head from his asshole. He did amateur analysis, as always. You need to know the entire range of products with that general design, how many years and variations there are, how many companies, etc. Which one matches the website? That's incredibly This guy is so fucking funny, man. He is the absolute lord of you need to do the most excessive, insane, absolute level of research. Me, on the other hand, I'll just take Hasan's word for it. That's me, the disinformation tracker. He's such a fucking retard. Like, how transparent do you have to be? I don't know why he does this. Why does he try to act like he's some kind of like fact checker? Bro, you're a fucking Hasan simp, tanky, Hamas supporting fuck. That's what you are. You're a propaganda. You're not a disinformation tracker. I don't know why. With a fucking globe and shit. Like you're some fucking liberal fact checker. Like, what the fuck? What was it? This is his standards of evidence, by the way. This is from the Red Cross. Shut up. You need to know all this. It's really complex to make any conclusions. However, me, on the other hand, this is how we conclude, okay?
By the way, I know you look at like West Point, think tank articles, and you just copy the shit you read from there.
Well, actually, most of my position here came from reading the IHL.
There's state-sponsored institutions that write these articles
so you're just gonna attack the
specifically
authors.
to justify war
yeah.
crimes. Their whole job is to come up with a case to justify war crimes.
Well, why did they say that there was particular issues with some legal arguments about the pagers? Why did they say that? Where did you learn that? Where did you learn that their job is to justify war crimes? Do you think the Lieber Institute hasn't called out war crimes?
No, when did I say
you
they
don't
haven't
know.
called out war crimes?
Well, if it's their job to justify war crimes.
Their job is to justify war crimes, yes. They come
According
up
to
with
who?
explanations for why war crimes are actually not crimes.
That's just an opinion. Actually, most of my opinion on this is formed by reading about IHL. Yeah, like he's just... But also, you need to know the entire range of products, general design, how many years, variations, how many companies. You're a fucking retard, man. Okay. Actual state. Okay. Is there anything else we missed? The UN just wrote a report on it. Wow. This is without any edits. Yeah, but that's not the... Oh, yeah, okay. You mean, so I can put it into Premiere to have a look. Okay, let's maybe try that. No, I don't want that one. I want the one that people are actually, the frame that people are using, if that's okay. Oh, you're saying prongs are visible for a couple of frames. No, the two dots are, but they look like the base for where the prongs would go. I just want to deep fry... I just want to deep fry the picture to see if the tape actually does show as distinct as it is in those Reddit pictures. Anyway, let's talk to these people. Okay, hi. Hello! I might be interjecting to review memes, but I'll just keep this call open. this line of communication.
Okay.
Is
one
Marucci
of
able
the
to talk, or
biggest-
is she just fucking?
I don't know. She just joined and then just whatever.
Okay.
I think my biggest conjecture is, like there are the studs. That is a thing to be considered. But what the fuck?
It's okay. Never mind.
Hey.
Don't mind the
Hey.
noises. Carry on.
Hi. So
my
we can
I'm
hear you
just gonna
now.
say something quick, and then I'm gonna let Ruffington take it. So that collar has a vibrate only function,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you can vibrate it with the prongs attached. I believe. I don't know if you can vibrate it with the prongs not attached, but there
Right.
is there is a chance that he was only using the vibrator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not saying he did. Just saying it's possible.
My biggest conjecture thing is with the tape. It seemed like the tape was relatively new because if you've ever put anything with a mild amount of adhesive on the neck of a dog, it gets just like caked in fur on the edges because that's where it's sticky. So to me, that at least leads me to believe that tape is relatively new.
He also
it looks like-
did say that
Yeah.
it can only vibrate, right? He said it was only
Yeah.
capable of
Specifically
vibrating.
that, which is potentially not true, just because I know that it's either the 900 or the 300. Like it can do like basically like a sound that you can like vary it with how loud it is. It vibrates and it shocks. That being said, also a lot of people are being really weird about it. Like shock collars are like totally fine and generally accepted in normal dog training, but that's like a whole different. In terms of that, you're right. The pill-shaped light is only on the whatchamacallit, the vibrate only one. And I think the other thing is place training dogs is like fine. There's like structural stuff that happens, but whatever. That's
Just want to add something real quick. Shock collars
go for
are fine. It's just the way he used it.
Yeah.
The dog was sitting there for like 2 hours. If people went back and watched, this dog just got up and moved,
Okay.
and then he shocked it. That's the fucking insane part. Like even if it didn't shock it and just yelled at it to sit back down, that's still abusive. A dog sitting for that long is weird.
Yeah, sort of. So, like, just to give you a small amount of background, like, I work with like service animals, and I also help people do like bite sports and stuff like that. Like, basically, enforce like laying down on a bed and basically forcing them to like calm down and go and like sleep and check out is generally speaking a thing that you
To be
have
fair,
to do
just so
because-
we're clear, I've only owned the most hyperactive dogs, so I
Okay.
don't know if other dog breeds like sit like down for that long. The
Yeah.
only dogs I've ever owned were fucking huskies.
Okay. Yeah.
They had
so
pools.
place training, like for me, like with like my previous dog, while I still had him, like I trained him to like be on place for like at least a few hours while I would work from home, so that way he wasn't like constant, and he would just eventually you just habituate to them. They're just like, okay, this is like an hour. But yeah, it is like the dog. Like generally speaking, it looked like just from other clips I've seen, it looks like Kaya is trained to get off the bed with an OK command. But the problem with how Hasan structured his shock was basically general practice is if they break and get off the bed, you either say no and then see if, and you basically give them an opportunity to recorrect, or you tell them to like go back on place. And then if they don't, then that's when the punishment. He just was like, he just saw Kaya get up, and then he either vibrated or it didn't. Like the vibrate is
He
like
yelped though. Like,
yeah, he just
dogs
like Kaya,
don't
can
usually
you? And
make
then
that noise like
because like he
for
was
no
just like
reason.
mid sentence. He's like, Kaya, can you not? And then like it looked like he was rifling around for something. Some people are saying that because there's two buttons that tie to two different like levels.
Oh, he accidentally pressed
he hit
the
the wrong
shock.
button. I'm just gonna say, as a person who basically only tells clients to use Mini Educators, it's really easy to tell which button you're on. they make it pretty obvious, especially if you get the 900 that's like the oblong shape instead of the circle. It's pretty easy to tell when you're on your default mode or you're on the boost mode, or you're doing the tap. That's usually a button on the other side.
All right. Do you guys want to engage in memes, Loner? Pluton's there in the
Yeah,
living
no,
room.
yeah. I'm gonna make it a small room as well, just to keep it
All right. Yeah,
focused.
that's why I'm leaving.
Take care, buddy. Okay, I'm gonna watch this first though. I'm gonna deafen one more time, and then we'll see. Okay. Actually, I can just share screen. What the fuck? All right, I'll share this, and I might just do my.
I can just mute and watch you on stream. That's.
Oh, we're already there. Don't worry. Because of the timing. Okay. There you go. What's this? Oh, I can get it from here. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Okay, cool. Right. So apparently this was not the video of him first noticing that he was on LSF. This is the second one.
To hear oral arguments on Thursday.
Oh my
we should
God.
note that new CBS.
Is there like a fucking LSF video or something? Is that why there's like hella people coming in here and screeching? Is that what's going on? Oh, classic. It started on D, then H3, then LSF is the classic pipeline. I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Yes, I am incredibly abusive to the not only best trained, but also the best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Okay. But people are saying that, yeah, he didn't even see. He was looking away, but whatever.
President
people are
Ronald Reagan-
saying here that he, this is him an hour earlier, apparently noticing it in the chat, but not saying anything. Let's see.
He's gonna let out
President Ronald Reagan
Yeah, let's see what's going on here.
speaks about the air traffic controller strike. He states very clearly that if the striking union
Oh yeah, he's distracted by something.
He's getting one guide in live time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his chat, but I think he's maybe been DM'd or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Normally when he reads through chat, you just ban.
do not report to work in 48 hours, they'll be fired from their jobs. The president then takes questions along with Attorney General William.
And he's not saying what he's just okay. I don't know how often he does that, but yeah, maybe like what deer in the headlights, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. That one's less convincing to me. I do think it's weird how he's just always like everything LSF is a coordinated hate campaign against me.
Oh yeah. Okay, if you have any way of turning up your mic, can you do that, please?
Oh, sorry, I was pretty far away from it.
Yeah, get up there. Nice one. Okay. Because I've already got you.
Do not report to work in 48 hours, they'll be fired from their jobs. The president then takes questions along with Attorney General William French Smith and the Secretary of Transportation Andrew Lewis Jr.
Oh yeah, there's poor little Kaya. Yeah, people are saying it in chat.
Oh yeah,
this morning at 7 a.m., the union representing those who man America's air traffic control facilities called a strike. This was the culmination of 7 months of negotiations between the Federal Aviation Administration and the union. At one point in these negotiations, agreement was reached and signed by both sides, granting a $40 million increase in salaries and benefits. This is twice what other government employees can expect. It was granted in recognition of the difficulties inherent in the work these people perform. Now, however,
okay, and
will be terminated.
What's this?
No.
He's gonna re-put her on place.
Oh no, not the side.
That's when he found out. That's exactly the moment.
No, I think he already knew. I think he might have got distracted by something that he saw in chat or by a DM or something.
Yeah,
I think he's definitely looking at a different monitor. Then he goes away and takes the dog over and comes back and sighs. Yeah, no, I think he. Yeah, so this is apparently an hour before. He pretended to notice an LSF.
To hear oral arguments.
I've heard some clips of him like defending it, saying like if like he wants Kaya to stay on the bed because like otherwise she's just gonna lay on the floor and that's bad for her.
Yeah.
That's kind of true, but also the thing is like with the bed that he has, it's a pretty sturdy, like it's a pretty sturdy top bed. So it's not like super plush and cushy. Like when you think of like a dog bed, you think it's like a gigantic pillow.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sturdy platform. It's like laying on basically like carpeted, like a relatively low like density carpet.
Hello?
Or
Okay.
high density
Wait,
carpet.
what does that mean then? Does that mean that the bed is like not like to do with joints?
It's
or
like
what?
a little bit padded, but it's like not that different than laying on the ground, generally speaking. So I find that reason for why he wants Kaya to stay on the bed is a little bit unconvincing.
Oh no! Wait, we do have have Elon Musk memes. Elon Musk has reacted to a meme of Hasan getting electrocuted by his dog. Oh no, he's aware.
Oh boy,
big problem. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Okay. Anyway, Teuton, would you like to have a conversation with a dog trainer about this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna defend Hasan on this. Is that photo of like the contrast and like the brightness thing? Is that a real photo that like shows like?
Yeah,
I'm about to confirm
is
it
that
right
real
now.
one?
I can check it. I can put it into Premiere right now if you want. Because I
Yeah,
haven't done
yeah,
it myself.
Hutch did it.
So I've
I
seen
think Hutch
people
did it
like
last week,
literally ripping stuff off from kiwi farms. So I
No,
don't on like the
like-
LSF. So I don't know.
saw
if,
yesterday Hutch he did the same thing where he took like a freeze frame of the stream and then fucking
Yeah, but Teuton doesn't like Hutch.
shit out
He
of
likes
it.
me. Okay, let's see.
Oh yeah, paid Israel show.
Can I get 4407? Okay, I'll just screenshot it. I can share my
that's
monitor
us,
as well
man.
so we can all see it. Fuck!
Yeah.
All right, share your screen. Entire, let's go.
I don't know what reason you would put tape on it other than, well, yeah.
It's also gaffer tape too. Like of all the things.
4407. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this.
It's all
But
right.
yeah, 100%. This is
Definitely got to do it for my own benefit as well because you never know with these people. It's the internet.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Is there a better? I want it because there's a frame where it's like head on.
where he's like holding it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, I remember that.
You can't move by frame though, can you?
I mean, you could just mash the
On
fuck out of
Twitch.
spacebar.
Oh, it's 20. It's 0.25. This would get it. Okay. Come on.
He lifts
That's
his finger.
okay.
Obscured.
Okay. It's gonna show though. He's gonna show it. It's coming any day now. I just need one for it. Oh. Wait. Let's speed it up so we can get a general area. So 4405. No, it's gonna come soon. It's gonna come. I think it's 07. Oh.
Is this when he first shows it?
I don't know if it's when he first shows it. I think it. Yeah. Okay. No, I want.
Oh, there.
Okay, there. I think that could be.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
That could do.
I mean, it does look. Yeah, that is. Like.
Right.
Also, Mini Educator has been making the same like the exact same product line for probably like at least 8 years at this point.
Right. Why is it not gonna? Oh, here we are. Okay, and then I just have to save
But
this. We can
that
find
being
some other
said,
snaps as well.
$300 for Hasan to
Yeah.
get the internet off his back. That's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah. Right. Save. I'll just get a couple of these.
Well, are they stores or is it just delivery for the Mini Educator?
You can buy them in some specialty pet stores. You generally can't find them at like PetSmart, but you can buy them off Amazon.
Ooh,
and
this
stuff
is
like that.
a
And
this is a
the
really
Mini
good frame.
and the Mini Educator site, and also a lot of
If
dog
someone wanted
trainers.
to lie, I don't get why he would just why he wouldn't buy one.
What's that?
Probably he already had this one, so he just clipped off the prongs and put tape on it, and then
Yeah, but
he's gonna
wouldn't
order
he
a new
figure
one.
out that people would figure out that it has black? Because I'm seeing from here, it's like I can see like yeah, it looks pretty weird.
It's no
from
doubt
here.
in my mind that that's the ET300.
So you've actually used these yourself, right?
Yeah, I've used the
Okay.
ET300, ET900, and the the PE or PG or
Oh.
whatever.
Have you had any inkling about how easy it would be to take off the metal nubs?
You just wire cutters.
Yeah, they're not,
they're
like,
like if I
made of
remember
iron or
correctly, they're like
shit.
I remember correctly, like, I don't have one on me right now. I sold the last one to a client, but basically, the way that it works is like, yeah, they're basically like long posts that are threaded, so you just like screw them down or unscrew them. Potentially, like they are longer than they probably need to be, so potentially what you could do is you could also clip like half of them off, like half of the post off, so you still have enough to thread onto. But that being said, for like 200 or $250 after taxes, to get the internet off your back, I feel like he just probably was just like, I'm just going to take the prongs off and go from there. Because they're, if I remember correctly, they're like, it's like they basically thread through, they basically go through the casing. Like, I guess you could.
Wait, why wouldn't you
doubt.
buy another one though? Because like you have to file them off,
Because-
like because you can't get the bolts off. I saw a video. You can in the manual. You can't get like the bolts off.
Yeah,
So
you
have
probably
to,
just
like,
clip them off with wire cutters, and then he's just using that as a demonstration. He'll probably buy one.
Yeah,
in the
so I'm
future.
saying then he broke his ET300 because then he unless you
it's
can like.
$300 for Hasan. The dude's like a deca millionaire.
No, I'm saying why wouldn't he just buy another one instead of breaking the one he has to make sure that
Because
people wouldn't
timing.
like.
Right, like he probably wanted to
said you
address
could
this
get it
next
from
week.
pet stores.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Wait, what?
Um,
You can get them from some pet stores. I don't know, or like from some dog trainers or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe Hasan just didn't want to go. Like, you can't buy them from like a standard like big box pet store. Generally speaking, they don't carry mini educators. You'd have to probably find a more specialty one, because like in the U.S., like Petco, PetSmart, I don't believe have them. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, when he's moving it, it's no good. I'll try one more because I took the same screenshot twice. Okay. People are saying that if you look from an angle, you can see the prongs, but
no,
I think that's bullshit. That's the light reflecting.
Yeah, but also they're longer than that. Like,
yeah.
This is pretty flush. Like, you might be able to get away with like half a centimeter. You can't get away with like a full centimeter.
Right, new.
Yeah, I was saying before.
Why the fuck
I was
is there
saying, like,
also if it's the vibrate only option? Why the fuck is there gaff tape on the bottom? That's my main problem.
And what other reason would there to be put black tape?
Could you put it on a shocker thing to make it like softer on the animal, or would that not make any sense?
No, well, like you could just lower the intensity on it. Like,
can the intensity be low enough that it's actually just like fine for any dog ever? Or
yeah, like one I've used, like one is really imperceptible. Generally speaking, like, yeah, one is significantly less than like if you ever like shock yourself at night on like a doorknob. It's way less than that.
Okay. Do you guys want to help me choose which one you think is the best here?
I think this thing is the best.
I think that one would do.
This one will be fine. Okay.
Maybe there are better other.
Yeah, let's try this one first. Okay, so what would you do? You
think
put on
that one, and then
exposure or brightness? That's
Oh god.
okay.
Like
Exposure.
the brightness for a look.
It's
Are
it
there
gets an
scratches?
angle
No,
and
it doesn't look
everything.
like black tape.
It looks like he's beating the shit out of it. Let's see. Contrast. Contrast doesn't change that much.
No.
Let's put exposure back up. What about brightness?
Full
Where's
shadow.
brightness? Saturation?
No.
No. Let's leave that.
Pull.
Are you sure that looks like scratches? I don't know. Are you sure that's black
No.
tape?
Yeah. How is this?
Whites.
I think you have to.
Or am I just
pull
blind?
I think you have to pull the black down
Pull the black
in order to
down.
get like the super contrast.
Oh, how the fuck do you do that? Is there
No,
like a
go
tint
back up
balance?
to where you were. No, go back up to where you were.
Basic
You
correction.
can desaturate the blacks at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
But underneath white.
Oh, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in 1960s, you know.
Yeah.
What, by getting rid of the blacks?
Yeah.
Good one.
We didn't get rid of them. We just kept them in places.
Okay. Is there a
pretty cool.
brightness change here? Maybe brightness is better than exposure.
Wait, but what did the person use in the screenshot though? Because like you can see like waves and shit on the screenshot with the
Change,
edit.
like probably look for
I
gamma.
remember it was
settings.
brightness, contrast, and
Oh yeah.
Like that's probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try
Um,
another one just to see if we get the same result.
Yeah. Also, you can really see the charging port dead center in the middle.
Yeah, it's definitely not where the.
are there,
Either.
are there any vibrators? Any vibrator collars, like the collars that do only vibrators that has the charging port in the middle?
No.
Not that
at
I
least
could
not
find.
from. At least not from Mini Educator. Which it would be really easy if you just show the fucking remote.
Wait, so is he covering the charging
serial
port?
number on it or something?
Yeah, like there's a big ass serial number thing, which is why it leads me to believe this is covered. But
I don't know.
it looks like gaff. That's what it looks like. But it
What
honestly
do you think, Lonerbox? From you looking at it
I think it looks like tape. I don't know what to say.
Wait, but what's that tiny mill bullshit right there? That tiny like under his like finger. What is that?
What do you mean?
This.
That tiny that. Oh, look at that.
Ring?
Your screen. No, not the ring, but like under that tiny ass finger thing, the metal, tiny ass metal.
Oh, that's it's an AirTag. It's an AirTag holder, so you can have like.
It actually
you can
does
have, like,
look strangely. It's raised, isn't it? It's like it's bending almost at this angle.
Yeah.
This is not.
Yeah,
This is not.
screenshot.
People say this is metal though. It's not. This is a reflection of light from the corner of the lip. Yeah.
Because it's also the thing is the vibrate one is like the base is like very gently sloped. It's
Yeah.
not a step, whereas
Yeah,
this is very
this is on a step. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I
And
saw
this
that.
last one, I think it's exposure.
that
is the
This one's
main thing
probably
we
going to
can
be
look
the
at.
best.
Man, that fucking sucks, man. It looks like 98%. I'd say.
I'm talking about this picture right here. I think I added you. It was in the soon suggestions. Burrington.
Like,
Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
stream suggestions.
Yeah.
From like everything I saw of him, his dog, he like took her out. Like every day, I see Instagram stories of him taking his like dog out and like bringing it with other dogs and like walking it. Like it seemed like he liked his dog a lot. That
Are you talking about like the little metal
shocking
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that is one of the parts of the buckle. It's like because there's
Yeah, I know
multiple like you know how a belt has like the little thing that you like feed that you like have the main
Yeah, like
buckle and
the
thing that
ring
feeds back into
bullshit.
it? Yeah, so they have multiple of them sometimes on them.
Wait,
so
Tito, I have a question though. As a Hasan fan, you think if like Hasan is like fucking like beat the fuck out of his dog, like curb stomp it, like RKO the fucking
don't
dog
think he's-
on stream, you think his fans would like still defend him?
I would think some of them would.
He beat his dog on stream. No, I can't say for sure if Hasan is like abusive based. I think like what he did on that one, like what he did in that clip, looks like 98. I would say like 90% chance that he probably like shocked her. So yeah, it's it's pretty fucked. It's
Yeah,
completely
I don't.
fucked.
Yeah, I think.
But I don't know if
using
he's
color-
like abusive. Like I don't know if based off that one instance, you can say like he's abusive though. But
I don't
know.
understand his tirade on how wanting being okay with designer breeding and wanting a Frenchie is lib shit, because lib shit would be his stance of just being like, I don't care, I just want the thing that I want. I don't understand how.
But I got a Frenchie though.
I saw that there was cuts in those clips though, so I literally saw cuts in those. So I don't know. I'd have to look on film up.
I'm surprised the one of him yanking the other dog's tail was not more of a thing, because I thought yanking a dog's tail is something you're really not supposed to do, because that's like their spine. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, like it depends
like
on
the
the
bones and
context of
stuff.
it. Like you can like kind of like you can kind of like flop around, like flap their tail and stuff like that. If you're like playing with it in like the context of play, but yeah, if you're just like straight like trying to like pull your dog back by the tail, yeah, it's usually a big no.
But do you
your
have
dog
like the
Didn't
collar
Destiny say
holder?
that?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Didn't Destiny say that Hasan was like good to fish though? I don't know. That's
I mean, you can be good to fish, but not know how to use an e-collar. That's fine. like,
Yeah.
or I mean, I guess it's not fine that you don't know how to use an e-collar properly, but
It goes to
like,
show
you
you
can
in the
be-
United States, eh? Like,
It looks like tape, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
yeah.
It's especially when you do something like this with the blacks. If you take the blacks down, sorry, Spider, the tape just is like much more resistant to it. So it's like it's different. It's different material, right?
It's a different.
It's very
black.
distinct
Yeah,
material.
looks
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
that.
Also that like stuff on the tape, it could just be like Hasan's got little ashy hands and maybe it left some residue on the tape while he's putting it on there. Because if you've ever used gaff tape before, because it's like fabric, it's like a fabric-based tape, like it will like just get the grossest schmoo just all caked up in there.
That's all, bro. Oh my god.
Let's see this one.
Bro, is this the whole like the IG stories? Like, oh, it's the far right Israeli campaign that's like doing this. I'm
That
like,
was
bro,
funny
come
as
on.
fuck,
Oh my
man.
god. Yeah, I don't think that's a good price.
Dude, Mossad triggered his.
I think out of like the anti-Semitism shit didn't work at all like that. Like but this actually, I think this will work. I like
what the
not
fuck?
smear. The
Like how?
like,
I don't know.
This will get like normies to hate him probably. Actually, get normies to hate him because people love their dogs.
I mean, plus,
I just hope Christy Nome catches wind of these clips and talks and then accuses Hasan of being a dog abuser. That'd be the biggest. That'd be like the funniest full circle thing.
bro, if I see like CNN or ABC News like bringing up like XCC clip or fucking like Lonerbox or Dan Solomon or some what the fuck?
Didn't Christy Nome like kill a dog and put it in a
Yeah,
ditch?
she just like openly was just like I had to shoot my dog because
why?
Because he was a danger to she in her book she says, if I remember correctly, that she felt like he was untrainable and dangerous to her family. So instead of like rehoming her or doing that, her stance was shooting the dog. Not taking the dog and like putting them down or anything like that.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Because,
why
it
she's
was a
on the
DEI dog,
Department
what
of
can I say?
Homeland Security now.
This is not how I expected to show up in the media, but
Oh my god, you're in the
This is India Times.
India
though.
Times.
This is like one of those. This is like one of those like slop like AI. I think.
Hey, don't say that.
Not like-
I mean, it is,
Hey.
but also.
Oh my
it's-
god! Fucking bringing in tech rape tone tweets.
Who made this article?
I don't give a shit.
You
Hassan
know why
Biker
rape
under
tone
fire
speaks
again.
right?
Like India Times, they just
Yeah,
they
this is
do,
like a fucking
AI
bullshit site. It's
They post up anything.
Streamer
bro.
Lonerbox
do, like-
shares
What?
truth behind the shock collar.
And
Oh,
the funny thing is
Lonerbox.
that when they basically just
Who
AI
knows
scrub
the name?
like articles from other places and then
Yeah.
they just post it as they published it.
Netizens slam Hasan. Why is he using?
God.
Fellow streamer Lonerbox claimed to identify the collar model
You're
in
his
the footage,
colleague.
sparkling further debate over animal cruelty. Oh my god.
See your name at first.
So stupid, man.
Isn't netizen? I heard. What does netizen mean? It's I think I've heard it
A
used
citizen
for
of the
Chinese
internet.
civilians, or like something like that. I don't even know.
Look, this is a real person. Maybe.
I mean, they could use ChatGPT to just like scrub together shit.
Yeah.
Probably.
Has screenshots as well though. Oh no, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah. There's you, Spider, by you/slight ad.
Oh my god. Wait, Tutu, can I ask you something? Do you think like using shot collars or the dog trainer guy, like, do you think that's like kind of like modern day slavery, but towards dogs?
I mean, the whole aspect of owning a dog and stuff like that generally is modern day slavery. So, yes and no, I guess. I mean, like, think about it. You're just like, I'm gonna own you for like I'm gonna own you. I'm going to give you shelter, but in exchange, you have to love me. And I'm gonna feed you the same kind of compressed kibble.
Yeah, then you gotta put like a collar around your neck, get
Hang
shot
on.
if you don't listen.
It might not be over yet. Someone called Dickers has found a critical hole in my narrative about the collar. I think based on the description, I think I know what it is, but we'll see.
Now, people are saying that this
God, this guy's English. Jesus. Okay.
is the edition that Hasan has, right?
Okay.
this, and that, right? However, both of these examples have a matte finish or a textured finish. If you take a look at Hasan's one, however,
That's a
it
very
doesn't.
blurry video.
Sit.
How blurry is that video? The fuck?
Dude, is this like 140p? Like, what the hell?
That's like, yeah. Why is he? No, the whole thing might be 480 because look at him. He's blurry as well. So whoever uploaded it is low.
Vibrate.
If you see it in his hand, it looks gloss. And as he plays it around. Oh! Okay. Even if it isn't, even as it's slightly moving around.
But it's bumpy as well. Is
And
he saying it's
reflecting
not
the light
bumpy?
off it. That is a gloss finish.
Wait, hang on.
Because he's saying because it's kind of shiny. You do realize that the pebble, it is shiny.
Yeah, this is someone using it. This is a video on YouTube of the ET300 Mini Educator collar. This is the same model, right? I'm pretty sure you could put this. I'm pretty sure I put this side by side with the Hasan's one.
E300?
Hang on, where is it? It's on my desktop. Here. Hasan evidence PNG. God, this is so dumb. Look at it. What a fucking state. Look, yeah, this is the guy from that video. This is that from that video. We just turned it around. This looks like the same finish though, surely.
Yeah, or like the one in the bottom right is probably the clearest one.
This one, yeah. Like this is this is a very similar finish,
pebbled.
yeah.
And it's not like it's not like it's completely matte. It's like a speckled kind of finish because it makes it so when it gets banged around, it doesn't get like scratches. But,
I'm back, guy. My headphones.
Oh well, I don't know if we can clip that response, Spider, because he's publishing that. Okay, it seems like the finish is the same. There might be different photographs that are showing it with less light reflecting off of it, but yeah, that's it. Also, this person has fucking that Kathy Doyle retard in their chat. This person's a piece of shit. Anyway, just saying.
I think
Now, some people
if it was like a different matte or color, because like it probably still has like the same build with it, no? Or
no, but the finish is not. The finish isn't different though. The finish isn't different. We've seen the video of someone who has the same model, and it's like.
Well, I'm saying like it wouldn't change
It's got
anything
the
if it,
shine
if it
and
was,
the
though, no?
bumps. Hassan has both. They both have both. You can see that here as well. Yeah, see that bumpy and shiny, just like this guy's. Yeah. Big evidence, big evidence. Sorry, no disrespect to this guy, just the person in their chat.
Suggested that this might be some kind of like standard form or standard casing for like a mass-produced like common.
The only other thing I found that looks like this one was the E900. That seems to be the one that fits the same dimensions. E900 E collar. But that's the Easy 900, but that's also a shock collar. So it's like.
Oh yeah. Okay. So somebody named Non-Found in stream chat. Yeah, it's definitely a Mini Educator based on the remote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking no. You see that clip of a no phone? He fucking tested it. The shock collar on fucking stream.
Wait, did he? Can I see that?
Yeah, I tagged you on that. Not like on Twitter. I think you can probably check your notifications. Well, I could probably send you on stream suggestions.
Accessory like a dog toy or like a dog collar.
It's got it.
But the model that people are alleging that Hasan has, like I say, has this matte textured finish. Hasan does not.
Unfortunately, this guy is just not zooming in hard enough. It clearly
Wearing
does.
down wouldn't work, right? If it was worn down, it wouldn't have a gloss finish, right? It would have a slightly different textured finish.
I think by gloss finish, does he just mean that it's reflecting the light? Like,
yeah.
Is this a gloss finish?
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd have scratches, it'd have abrasions all over it, right?
Wait, no phone. You're in chat, right? Did it hurt?
Shined up with dog grease.
But it looks shiny. It looks clean. It looks like a gloss finish.
Are you happy?
Like, look then. Look at that, like, frame. When it catches in the light.
Happy?
You can see as the light bounces off it. It's clean, it's gloss, it's smooth. It's not textured on no part of it.
Wait, he's saying the entire thing isn't even textured. He thinks it's a smooth.
Yeah.
No,
he's
there's
dumb.
no way it's smooth. That's
He's
completely
dumb.
false.
I mean, it could if it's really old, like with like constantly like having to like take it on and off and stuff like that. Like maybe because just like you're constantly touching it, it smooths out. But
you can
no,
even you can see here. You can see the little bumps. Yeah, it's bumpy. Okay.
Also, the idea that all of it universally or uniformly all around the dog collar would have worn down the exact same rate, it doesn't really make sense.
Well, Nick Andrews.
Especially as he like plays with it there. You can see the gloss finish. There's not wearing down.
Maybe he's just not viewing in high quality or whatever the. I mean, guys, look at that. How do I undo the
Lonerbox,
imagery?
could I? Look, what about like all of Hasan's friends are like he's friends with like animal conservationists, like, and they have like keys to his house. They shoot like QT Austin show, like they have like keys to his house from what I've heard, not even Paris. So she like the person like if I would be highly surprised that they would be okay with this because they seem like progressive people. Well, no, they are progressive.
Generally speaking, most people just don't pay attention that much. Like that's the real long and short of
Unless
it.
he was hiding it from them as well. But yeah.
I mean, not even that, but like, unless like you're specifically like geared up, like unless like your dog's like really geared up or something like that. Like, if you're just not really like paying attention, like that's it, and like paying attention and like looking specifically for what their collar is, like you just probably won't notice or care. Like, that's just kind of how it works. Like, there's things like prong collars and stuff like that. They're pretty noticeable because they're like chrome and shiny and shit, and they look relatively unique. But like this is like you have to remember, like the receiver can be at any point, anywhere on the neck. Could be like facing away from them. And you're just like, yeah, whatever. Also, he probably doesn't have the collar on her all the time. So
yeah,
that's
also
also
what I'd say. Oh, the educator thing. Oh no,
yeah, like like generally speaking, people have different collars for their, or at least Hasan seems like he has different collars for her. So because he also
so
there's
he
like a
probably-
red, I think there's a red one too that I've seen floating around and stuff like that. So
So he probably hit it because I'd be highly
I
surprised.
mean,
if
not
the
even hitting
animal-
it, like not even hiding it. It's just like he probably just didn't have it on her that day, and he like probably keeps all
well,
the dog stuff
yeah,
like probably just keeps all the dog stuff like leashes, collars, like food, toys, etc. Just like in an area, and I doubt that like unless you specifically know, you're going to like go rifling through it. And also, just not that many people care. They care more about like the end, like.
I think if an animal conservationist saw because they like she's like rubbed her dog like on the stream. If an animal conservation shows that like somebody's dog, like a friend of yours, has like a shock collar, and I'm sure they would call them out. Like
Depends on how they feel about it. Some people are very like adamant on like positive reinforcement only. Other people are like, yeah, it's personal choice. Like I don't agree with it, whatever. Some people are just like, a lot of people are actually just like balance trainers. Even people who like do care a lot about animals, they still are balance trainers. They use prong collars, they use e-collars and things like that, and they care more about just are you using the tool properly to have a well-trained dog, or are you just kind of throwing caution to the wind, going about it that way.
Yeah, and Hasan has used prong collars as well before. I don't know about if they're good or I don't know.
They're
They
fine,
look pretty
except
bad.
for if you're in the UK, and then I think they're banned. But
do you think it's ethical to use one on like a what was Fish? Fish was like a pit dog? No, not a pit.
I don't know. Fish was
That's
small, but the thing is just like the main thing is just whether or not you use it correctly. But also, I'm on that sweet lib shit. Okay, that's what I'm. So for me, it's I care much more about how you use it than whether or not you can use it or not.
Okay, so do you think it's ethical to use like in some cases to use a shock collar on like a
especially if you're training like off leash behaviors, like you need some way to communicate with your dog.
The buyers have banned them in like most Western countries.
Not most Western countries, mainly just Europe. But the thing is like there are
And
like
Australia.
because there are people who voice their ethical concerns a lot. Like realistically, can you still train your dog to basically the same level of fluency without it, yes. People have been training dogs to exceptionally high levels for hundreds and thousands of years, without the need for e-collars. People figure it out; they'll be fine. But e-collars are a very convenient thing, and also what it does is it makes it easier for the average Joe Schmo dog trainer person to like work with and train their dog, especially if they like want to have a dog that's like off leash trained, or like they have a dog that likes to go if they like to go hiking or something like that, and they're just like they let their dog off leash and their dog goes swimming and things like that. It's just like a nice reassurance to do that. There's also ways.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go.
Hasan dog Kaya goes off leash as well and like walks. So
Yeah, and like generally speaking, some amount of if you're going to be off leash, having some amount of accountability is probably better than having no accountability for your dog, especially if your training does fail. But the goal is not that you're dependent on the e-collar. The goal is that the e-collar is like your kind of like your last resort. At least so you work with your e-collar a lot to build up like that fluency, and then the goal is that even though you have it, you don't have to.
And the e-collar would be used in case like the dog like runs and like goes on.
I mean, not only that, like if it like in certain like circumstances, yeah, I would say if your dog just like for some reason like bolts and you need to like absolutely stop your dog, you can like crank it up to 100 and then like and see if that works. Some dogs have like a pretty high pain tolerance, and even your collar at 100 or maxed out isn't enough to stop your dog in their tracks. Like let's say, I don't know, there was like you're like off leash and like, you know, somebody starts launching off fireworks nearby and your dog gets like really spooked and then just bolts, because that's just a thing that can kind of happen with loud noises. Yeah, having an e-collar is better than having no collar, for sure. And it gives you enough time to like do that. That being said, people should not be dumb as fuck and only rely on an e-collar when they're outside. If you're gonna have an e-collar, have a physical collar as well, or have a physical leash as well. Don't be stupid.
Would you say it's risky to train the dog off leash like first time without an e-collar? You shouldn't do that, right?
The progression that I like to do is basically you progress on long lines. So like leashes, you know, your leash could be like 10, 20 meters, and then you kind of work your way from
quickly.
Yeah, and then you work your way up, like doing recall that way, and then eventually you go off leash, and then you have your e-collar as basically that extension of it. So instead of it being like 20 meters, now all of a sudden your range is 100 meters, or like 1,000 meters. I mean, and then you can kind of work on it. You can work on it that way. But the most important thing about the e-collar is not that it's supposed to be like stop your dog in its tracks. It can definitely be used for that. Oh my god,
that's a bit much.
Can we also say that Kaya OD'd on e-collar stims?
Jesus Christ, people.
But the most important thing is that you're training your dog on what the response is supposed to be to a sensation. Like the way that Hasan did it for his dog is largely he saw Kaya getting off. He just like, Kaya, can you not? And then like in mid sentence, like generally speaking, if you're training a dog to be on place prolonged, if they break, you either say no and you give them a chance to like self-correct, or if they have an understanding of what no means, or you reissue the command and like have them see if they recorrect that way.
Yeah, she was recorrecting already when like she yelled. She was going.
I mean,
back on
I don't think she was already recorrecting, but I don't think she had a chance to even process and do that. That's my main problem. Because by the time, because she had like 2 paws off, and then she was like kind of looking at Hasan, like she was kind of looking to see if there was going to be an okay command. And then he basically said, Kaya, can you like Kaya stop? And then he immediately shocked her. That's generally speaking bad. You're basically just training in the floor is lava kind of stuff. But Yeah, Hasan like kind of going back and being like she's like the best trained dog ever, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, that's fine, but you can still be criticized in like a particular moment without being like an overall like abusive piece of shit. Like, I think the people who are saying like, oh my god, he's like this like cruel like dog abuser and prisoner, blah, like whatchamacallit. I think that's going a little bit far, but also I fully willing to say, hey, in this instance, you fucked up. That's bad.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I could you can't. Do you think you could say based off this he's like an abusive owner of this instance?
I mean, no, it seems like like there are probably moments where he's being like being probably heavy-handed or abusive, but I don't think he's overall abusive. But that being said, this is like the only like I've only seen like 3 clips of him interacting with dogs. So,
and is it fine that the dog stays on the bed for? Because I saw that like big dogs especially sleep a long time for like 14
yeah,
hours.
I mean it's fine. Like for me personally, I don't like once my dog has an understanding of how to like chill out and everything like that, I'm much more flexible with them like kind of meandering.
Would you because the excuse he gave for him not wanting to get off, him like getting angry and frustrated that she want to get off because when she gets off she goes and lies on the floor next to him, and that's like bad for like
Yeah,
a big dog's
I mean,
joints, which is generally true, right?
yeah.
Like
So it is just because she's big, and also sometimes if
like
they're laying on
150
hard
pounds.
surfaces, it can give like hot spots. But the thing is, the bed that Hasan has is kind of like a thinly padded piece of plywood. So it's not that much softer than the ground.
I should see the model. I think somebody did find the model. It's
It's like elevated
elevated
platform bed. What you're looking for?
Yeah. Are you sure? I don't know how it would work. How it would like ease the stress on her joints. I don't know.
I mean, it's better than the ground, but not that much better.
So do you think it's
yeah.
like a and like I've seen in streams like the dog does go out for like an hour like every stream at least like an hour or
Yeah, and
2.
again,
I think his mom comes and like
yeah, I'm not
takes
saying
him.
he's a bad dog owner. I'm just saying in this instance, I think it's really cringe that he's like one trying to like downplay and hide it, and then 2, I think it's
Probably
weird
lied.
to say that he's like abusing his dog. I think the memes are funny because I hate Hasan, but that's about it. Here, I'll send this to you.
Okay, man. Yeah, I guess
This is the
I'll
kind
as
of
well.
bed that she's on, but obviously the XL 50, the like double XL size, or probably the giant size. But yeah, it's like padding on top of like a plywood base, so it's softer, but still pretty firm, all things considered.
I think the people, I don't know, because people are saying he's using it as a prop. I don't know if he's using her as like a prop necessarily, or like he just doesn't like want to, or if she's like he's generally like concerned for her joints.
I don't know. Probably part of me thinks that he likes to have her in the background. Like it definitely makes the background more interesting. When she's
I would
there.
agree.
That being said, like I do think it's weird that he had such a strong reaction to her like getting off the bed to stretch, but maybe he does have like a really stringent like on place off place situation. Yeah, but the ET400 has the same kind of pebbling that the other one has. Yeah,
it's maybe the kind of pebbling that you might not
Looks
notice
really
from.
bad, man. Like 98%. So it's fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you say something on this on like the stream now because he has drama in the title. I don't know what could save him, but yeah.
Yeah, my main thing is. So yeah, for that picture, I mean, I guess you don't have to commission somebody to buy one because the ET400 is the same receiver as the ET300. So you could ask to see how easy it is to take off the prongy boys. for whoever that is that posted that.
This was not fun.
Yeah.
This is the 400.
Yeah, the 400 uses the same receiver. So the collar part is the same for the 400, 300, 900, a couple other ones. The only difference is the remote, because the remote is what has to send out the signal. So the remote gets stronger, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Someone was saying there's a video that shows how easy it is to remove the nubs. Where's that?
Ethan posted on his story.
Is it the nubs or the posts that the nubs screw onto?
I mean the posts, yeah, not just these, but the bits underneath those. Ethan posted.
No, I know.
Oh,
Ethan
maybe.
posted it, but it wasn't the bit underneath. You could only like remove like the covering, like the thing. You would have to like get a tool
Yeah,
to
I
get
don't.
rid of the.
You could just unscrew the entire housing, I guess, and thread them out, and then just push them out that way. But I feel
Even in
like
the manual. Yeah.
No, I
In
meant
the
like
manual,
literally
because
take
you can't
apart the
get
entire
the-
house. So like, see how there's screws that hold the housing together? Like literally unscrew it, take it apart, push the posts through, and then do it that way. But I just I
Man, if
don't
Hasan was trying to
think
cover this,
Hasan
Yeah.
Hasan covered the shit with tape. So I doubt that he's like finding security Torx bits to unscrew it. Okay, that's a step too far.
Hasan's dumb if he tried to cover this up. But yeah, like unless he tried to like go to like a pet store and they weren't there, and like he tried to go to everyone, and then like he couldn't buy like a single thing, because that's what you would do if you wanted to.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, you need to
Mao,
get something that looks like what was on in the clip as well, right? So maybe.
Yeah, but from the clip you could only see like the light, and like you.
Actually,
I
yeah.
don't-
The vibrate only one doesn't actually look that different from a distance.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like from a
So you
distance, they
could've
look pretty similar. Other than like if you get into particulars about like the base that touches the dog and stuff.
And I don't believe there was ever a close up of it before. Before.
Yeah. Also, the light is more pill shaped on the vibrate one for sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty inclined to think that he just like modified his thing just to get people off his back.
I'm just trying to. I find it. So the bit that I'm struggling with is I find it so hard to imagine him in his little workshop hacking away at those little nubs and putting tape over it.
Brother's an engineer.
God.
I think he probably got his brother to do it for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Just imagine
I
that
think-
conversation. Just be like, okay, bro, I need you, no questions asked. I need you to.
By the way, Hila Klein posted a story of an art from a neo-Nazi who made the video of her killing the Palestinian babies. Like that same video, she posted it. She posted like that same artist made a art piece of like shut up fascist dictator, and like Hasan talked about, and like shocking the dog. She posted art criticizing about the recent Hasan situation from that neo-Nazi from a neo-Nazi that made the video about killing Palestinian babies. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Wait, I have a question though, Tutan. But like, wasn't pro-Palestinian people like were like, oh, yeah, let's go, so based that the dude did that, like made like a
No, those were
fucking video.
neo-Nazis. No, those were neo-Nazis.
No, but they're using a video of her killing like supposedly.
I didn't see any
Palestinians.
leftists.
You haven't seen any lefties use that video of Hila Klein wearing like in the IDF uniform shooting Palestinians? No.
No, not really.
No.
I saw one where Bad Empanada was where he's playing a game where he's
I think when it came out, Hasan like commented on it and said like it's inappropriate. But yeah. But you guys would agree that posting like art from a neo-Nazi is pretty bad, right? But, yeah,
I mean, but you do agree that like lefties were posting Hila Klein, the neo-Nazi that made the video, on reposting it, so saying like calling her a neo-Nazi, and like while she's like wearing an IDF uniform, killing Arabs, that's kind of crazy,
But, yeah, like babies as well looked very young.
Yeah, but like that's kind of like ironic, no?
Yeah, but you know what I also think is bad? Glazing the people who kidnapped Filipino sailors for
Whoa. Oh no. That's an old story, though. Apparently, the war's over. We got an announcement from Khalil al-Hayya saying that the war is over. Like, actually end to the war. That's big. Let me see it. Let's get this
I'm gonna
up.
dip, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been here enough. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Well, okay, man. Take care. Okay.
How are you gonna feel if Trump wins the Nobel Peace Prize?
Loner.
Huh?
Apparently, Turkey's president announced on Al Jazeera English that they will join a ground task force to monitor the Gaza ceasefire between Israel and Hamas.
Turkish ground task force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
Let's go.
They wanted the British mandate. They got the Ottoman Empire.
Let's go.
We're so back, baby. Oh my god.
Actually,
Wait, if Turkey,
I don't know if I trust the Turks.
Doesn't Erdogan have a whole thing about like Ottoman fucking nostalgia?
Oh, he loves that.
Shit?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He's like he's exactly like Putin. The problem is he's like aligned with the West. It makes no fucking sense.
Also, isn't his country like economically just turbo fucked?
It was actually, but it's not to the same extent it was like a couple years ago.
So they don't have hyperinflation anymore?
It's probably still really bad, but not to the extent like it. There was like a peak to it a couple of years ago, where like every single Arab I know in Israel was leaving to go to Turkey because like 10 shekels there got them like 3 weeks of vacation or some shit. And Loner knows the value of shekels. It's fucking nothing.
I had an Arab friend who went there on vacation like I think it was like last year. He's like, dude, you don't understand.
Yeah, no, Turkey's like a really nice place to visit. Loner, have you ever been?
No.
You should. Turkey is actually really,
Yeah.
especially.
I heard that they have cats.
Also, actually,
everywhere.
wait. You should probably go with someone who's like tourist savvy, I guess you would say, like who travels a lot. Because knowing you would absolutely get scammed.
What, like the haggling?
Not the haggling, bro. Like their scams are so fucking weird. They're like he acts like he drops a coin next to you, and you go to help him, and as you're trying to help him, he starts shining your shoe, and then demands you pay him money afterwards.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Like also,
shit like that.
I've been to Morocco and lived in the Emirates. Yeah, I know what that's like. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, you did live in the Emirates, bro. I still can't get over that you don't speak a lick of Arabic after living in the UAE.
Yeah. International schools, bitch. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, also one of your friends told me they shot an AK in the desert while living in the UAE.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Sounds about right.
Have you shot an AK in the desert?
Nope. I'm not a gun guy. Even when I go to America, I don't shoot guns. Can't be fucked. Waste of time.
I've shot one gun in my life, and it was in Thailand.
Someone's saying if I up the green channel on this, but I don't think that means tint. How do you? Does Premiere give you a way to up the green channel?
Yeah. So go to because
I'm gonna steal a joke from original name. Someone's gonna say that the great original name said the new business in Gaza that's gonna be booming
for color saturation
is cheap hair transplants.
Wait, what?
In Premiere, I forget where it is. It might be under is it under Essential Graphics? So go to the top right, I mean, and then go to Essential Graphics.
I am. Ooh.
Or oh wait, never mind. No, not that. Edit, maybe.
In edit there would be saturation, I think.
Yeah. So there's a thing that allows you to just change the individual color channels.
There's change color and change color to color. Saturation, I can only see it here. There's curves. There are curves.
Maybe that's
like hue, saturation, curves.
RGB curves, maybe.
I just don't know which one of these. Fuck me. Color wheels or curves, mate. Please, God, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm not like a Photoshop wanker, okay?
RGB curves potentially.
Yeah, let's do RGB curves. Let's do that. All right. Green. Oh, the green chat. Oh, fuck. I don't know how that's supposed to help, but
or pull it down. No, that's worse. All right, undo this shit. This shit is awful.
Wait, maybe it's somewhere here. There's like different variations of curve though. I mean, it does really show how distinct it is as a like that. That's fucking mental.
It's a lot of shmoo on the tape.
I can also just pull this down, right? I can get this particular part. Ooh, ooh! Look at all that. Look at that, man. Look how it's the only thing that gets affected by me doing that. That's crazy. What the fuck, man?
Dude,
Freak
why?
as shit.
When you saturate it like this, like this saturated picture looks like every single picture from the Cuban Revolution. It's just like the super shitty low res pictures of just like
what have we here? Oh yeah, you can see the bumpiness a lot more when you do that, I guess. Like that. Oh god, look at the two little fucking bit, man. It's so great.
I think he cut him off.
The
He actually
elevation
did it.
here as well, the fact that it's elevated, yeah. Because this just looks like the base. It's like a bit hexagonal as well, right? Which is the base of the prongs.
I think he did it. I think the workshop theory is real.
It's fucking unassailable, actually.
I think the main thing is just the part that actually touches the dog, like the base plate, is a fucking step, and it's like rounded instead of it just being like a hard chamfer like all the way along the bottom. I think that's like strongest. But yeah.
God damn it.
But also, like, my main thing is, why would you try and like lie about this instead of just being like, yeah, like the trainer that I went to, he used an e-collar, so that's just what I did.
Yeah,
I think most critical said the same thing.
I think he probably realized that white Americans are not really, you can't reason with them like that, you know.
Yeah, we really love dogs.
Okay, the Hasan of 2 years ago was a white American. Okay, he's openly said that he's white.
Oh shit! I think some people want to join the VC.
Who?
Some like two people.
Yeah, two random people. If they're for dog memes, I got a little bit of time. Otherwise, I got.
Okay. I don't know who this person is. Well, let's see. Okay.
Okay, I got some dog memes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna provide a little bit of pushback here. Okay, because we've already established that e-collars probably not that big of a deal. Let's be honest. Like, if you use them correctly, they can be pretty good, I think. So I get that now we've kind of gone through this, and it kind of seems like he probably does have the collar, and he fucked around with it to make it look like it wasn't the thing it actually is. But I just can't get past that. Like, why go through all this shit instead of just saying like, yeah, it's an e-collar, it's not a big deal, and blah blah blah. Like,
Could
why
you
the fuck?
imagine Hasan owning up to anything in his fucking life?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that part, but this just seems like a lot of fucking like it still almost seems unbelievable to me because it seems like such a nothing burger. Like, let's be honest, this is really like.
I mean, you may think it's a nothing burger, but Americans love their dog. Okay. Chrissy,
I do too.
Tanked her entire career by saying she shot her dog. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Aside from that, I just wanted to point out that what if this actually is just like an old ass fucking collar? Like, doesn't this kind of make, like, I'm just worried that like this is gonna take away from the fact that like he's a terror supporter and like a pretty shitty person. And
I mean, no one gives a fuck about that anyway, though, right? Like,
yeah,
whatever.
like,
You're not gonna. The thing is,
you're
gonna. So for me, right? I don't fucking care about dog training. I've never owned a dog. I don't give a fuck, really. I think it doesn't make sense. Actually, a lot of it, the bias that people have to some animals or the other. I just wanted to know if it was true that he lied about the collar. That's all I care about.
Yeah,
and I've done my job is done.
Funny.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go back. Whatever else, like the fact that he might say some retarded shit about the ceasefire or Hamas or whatever else, like and no one will care. Whatever, you know, we do what we can.
Just the one drop in the bucket of just the one coin, like the one penny that gets deposited in your homeless cup of Hasan's a liar, confirmed. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'm just always worried that like the crowd that I'm in is like really fucking soy. I don't know, but I guess this is like, I guess this isn't that big of a deal anyway. So who cares if we're around some soy people for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he commented at all since the thing happened? Since yesterday?
I think he
Since
did. Yeah.
showed and stuff? Since the LSF, yeah. Because
Yeah,
the LSF thread is back up.
The picture of the dog collar that you've got up on your screen, I think, is from a video, right? It's from a video he uploaded. To
Yeah, but I mean, after that, has he commented on the fact that people have investigated his claims and realized that he's?
I haven't seen it close. He made like a Mimi tweet about like him going live of him wearing like an Asian hat and like lightning bolts in the background.
He also there wasn't. I remember maybe he showed it on stream, but wasn't there like a picture that he posted on his Instagram where he's like, "Look at how much I'm torturing Kaya," and she's like laying in his bed.
Wow.
A IG post where he's like blaming like the far right Israeli people or something.
Yeah, that was funny. That was ridiculous. What a cope.
He's blaming Israelis for
Actual
hating on him for.
loser.
I think he's blaming
I mean-
Israelis. I think he's blaming Israelis.
Not to be the Teuton in the room here, but like he does kind of have a point that some people are making it out that like he's like a fucking dog abuser and shit, which is like insanely cringe.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of think he has a valid point on that one, but I mean, yeah, not to give the hat to Hasan because I don't really want to, but
I disagree. I mean, like, didn't that what's her name? That Lonerbox react to? It was like a white woman crashing out on Hasan.
yeah, but she's just a farmer, bro.
Like the
She's farming.
Blakely person.
Yeah,
Isn't she,
she's
like-
just mad at him. You know, that was just a very funny video.
Yeah, isn't she just? Is she? I saw some leftist posted a thing that she was like a chorus.
Yeah,
like,
she is
paid
chorus. Yeah, she
for-
responded to that as well. We already know who she is.
Oh, okay.
The Regina George Liberal, which apparently she doesn't even call herself. She was called that by other people.
Isn't she epic centrist, or is she actually?
Well, she's a
lefty?
Democrat. She's like a liberal Democrat. Yeah. So not centrist. There's a difference between someone who shits on left and right and a centrist. Right? A centrist is like the left and right both have a point. Like Republicans and Democrats both have a point. Like that's centrist.
But also not centrist like PF Young.
No, she's not like that. No, not like Adam Friended or whatever the fuck. Yeah. So Taylor Lorenz referring to me as that lady is hilarious given 1, you seemingly can't keep my name out of your gummy smiled mouth, and 2, you're like 46. By the way, I never called myself the Regina George Liberal. The Washington Post did. Kind of like how the Washington Post called you a liability and now you're unemployed. Oh, God.
Yeah.
What is this? Of course, this idea that Hasan abuses his dog is completely false, and this lady's bullshit claims have been thoroughly debunked. What do you mean debunked, you fucking retard? Like, debunked by what? Because he showed he showed the thing and said, all this just vibrates. Okay.
Yeah, and her entire tirade was just like basically her just saying like I foster a bunch of dogs and I'm a pain-free dog trainer. Or that's it. That was like basically a lot of it.
But I guess when you're getting paid thousands of dollars a month to push partisan messaging, then the truth doesn't really matter anymore. Do you think she was
Taylor
paid
also get paid thousands of dollars a month?
Yeah, she does. They get paid the same amount. Yeah.
But no, wait. She talked to the billionaire, so she's good.
So she knows where that money's coming from. No one else does, but trust her, bro. These people will lie all day, every day to get social media attention because they are hacks with zero commitment to the truth. Wow. Wow.
Who the fuck is Becky?
What's this?
The fuck?
Not long after, Lorenz's longtime critic, John Levine, managed to get his hands on the selfie and posted a screenshot of it to X. Almost immediately, Lorenz claimed the selfie was doctored to include a caption that she'd never written. You people will fall for any dumbass edit someone makes, she replied. She has since deleted the reply, but NPR reported on it here. But after NPR was able to verify the authenticity of Levine's screenshot, her story quickly changed. I literally never denied the caption was real, she said on one X post. Another post, what's this referring to? NPR. Taylor Lorenz. Let's see. You people will fall for any dumbass edit someone makes. What the fuck is this referring to? Washington Post. I think it's October 2024. Leaves the Washington Post after a rift with editors. I don't know the story. Hang on. When tech columnist Taylor Lorenz left the Washington Post last week, she did so with a splash. An interview with The Hollywood Reporter about launching her own digital magazine called User Mag. I like to have a really interactive relationship with my audience, she said. I like to be very vocal online, obviously, and I just think all of that is really hard to do in the roles that are available at these legacy institutions. Her professional fate at the paper was in doubt even prior to her announcement. Since August, its editors had grappled with the disclosure that Lorenz had labeled President Biden a war criminal in a selfie from a White House event in which Biden was visible in the background. She had circulated the picture to friends in a private social media post. Lorenz, a frequent and often divisive presence online, never wrote for the paper again. 3 people at the Post with knowledge of the events tell NPR that Lorenz lost the trust of the newsroom's leadership both by posting that selfie with the caption about Biden and then by willfully misleading editors in claiming she had not done so. This is why. Because I know that she claims she wasn't fired, but it's one of those things where she like jumped before she was pushed. I've never actually looked into this, but okay.
They gave her
let's
an
see.
option. Of, like,
No, not even that they gave her an option, but that's that things were souring already. But obviously, there's a process if you're gonna, yeah. She initially denied writing the caption or sharing it. After John Levine of New York Post posted a screen grab of it online, she tweeted, "You will fall for any dumbass edit that someone makes." She told editors that someone else had added the caption to the photo. War criminal, sad face. She's wearing the fucking mask. In October 2024. Nice. Despite Lorenz's denial that she added the caption in question, 4 people who saw it on her private Instagram story verified its authenticity. Wait, where is her saying that it's fake?
What is it with these people and lying? Like, do they just think they can get away with pretty much anything? I
don't know.
I would assume her saying it's fake is the quote of "You people will fall for any dumbass edit," implying that's edited.
Yeah. After NPR verified, but where is her saying? Where's her denial? Where's the denial? Is this from August? Oh, it's older. Okay. Come here.
Maybe it was just on her story or something like that. Nobody captured it.
Surely they captured it. What the fuck? Well, then she can just deny denying it.
Yeah, that's a no.
There's no way that the mainstream press would allow her to do that.
What if they took a screenshot of it and then she denies the screenshot?
Maybe, but I don't know where did you say that?
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna have to do some sleuthing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that picture you had up on Twitter, isn't that the original screenshot? Like, isn't that from her Instagram? Am I crazy?
That's from her story, but apparently she said that this was an edit. Yeah.
Yeah, but how else would you, if that, like, I don't know. How do you prove that that's not an edit, I guess?
I mean,
hang on.
God damn. So dumb. It definitely tracks with her stance on Joe Biden.
Yeah, of course. Why would you deny that? But where did she say you people will, she tweeted. So maybe the tweet's gone? It must be, right? NPR verified the post was authentic. Where does this lead? This just leads to the older article. But where's the tweet? Why don't they link to the fucking tweet? Dude. Biden is a war criminal who should never know peace. But where's the dumbass edit tweet, man? Come on.
Can you context search Taylor's page or Taylor's Twitter page?
I mean, I could. Yeah. Wait, would it be here? Maybe? She posted a message saying, she scraps her tweets all the time. Huh.
All right, have fun sleeping that. I have to go.
Jesus Christ. Too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce as
Take
well. I
care,
just wanted to
Elizabeth.
say, Hasan probably not a dog abuser,
Yeah.
probably a liar and genocide support. Or sorry, a terror supporter. So that's it.
Nice one.
I wonder what's his like reaction to the dildo.
Oh, okay.
I
So
swear to God, he's like
she's
mad then. Or
she's been screenshotted saying it here, but I do wonder if it's archived. You people will fall for any dumbass edit someone makes. Okay, right. I got you. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's carry on.
people.
And she told editors that someone else had added the caption to the photo. Jesus. Changed her account of after they verified it was authentic. She changed her account of what had happened. The post kicked off a formal review saying our executive editor and senior editors take alleged violations of our standards seriously. Lorenz maintained she shared the image as a joke, echoing an online meme, not as a commentary on Biden. Where did she say this? Oh my God, the New York Post is a fucking state. War criminal, sad face. Nice one. Oh, that's the meme she's talking about. Okay. The paper had not announced the findings of its review. We are grateful for the work Taylor has produced at the Washington Post, a corporate spokesperson said in a statement. She is resigned to pursue a career in independent journalism, and we wish her the best. The paper would not comment any further. I have no idea about the review, she writes in a text to NPR. All I know is that they've been incredibly cool to me and very great, and I'm on good terms with them. I want out of legacy media as a whole for so many reasons, Hasan Piker writes to NPR, and that's not a knock on legacy media. I love and support all of my friends in that system. It's just not the right environment for me to do the work that I want to. Yeah, the hit pieces. Felt increasingly home among influencers. Okay, that's the story there. Huh. Interesting. So she would say that, and then she would go on to say that she never denied posting it. Huh. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a waste of time, but cool. Regina George. Oh, she has another one. What'd she say?
One?
Now, Taylor Lorenz, given your tumultuous relationship with journalism, you know goddamn well there's a big difference between using the Regina George liberal versus a Regina George liberal here, which is why you corrected it in your next story and thought no one would notice. And you posted my video proving the same, LeMayo. What point being, I did not bestow upon myself some kind of moniker your former employer did. Literally refers to herself as Regina George. Called herself the liberal Regina George. Presenting yourself as a harbinger of truth and journalistic integrity, given your numerous public failures, is a level of delusional confidence I want everyone to aspire to, which is the only sense in which you're admirable, spooky, and obsessive behavior. She's funny, man. She's a queen. Okay. Ooh. Regina Chad liberal. Okay, one more slop and then we're done. God damn it.
King, I feel like this shit is racialized. They just assume you did that shit because you're brown. In my opinion,
he's gonna do the thing where he's got like 1 billion attacks on him, and he's only gonna focus on the worst ones, like that guy on Twitter who said that he did it because he's Muslim, right? Like that's what a fucking fanny.
Perception of brown people towards their dogs. I think, I mean, there is definitely a Islamophobic tint that I've noticed where people are like, of course he does that. He's Muslim. Muslims don't care about their dogs. And it's like, listen, Becky, I fucking care about my dog a lot better than you do, dumb fuck. You let your little cockatoo fucking shit and piss everywhere and also jump on people and bite them. and then the ASPCA actually
that's
does have
the
to kick in
Becky's.
and take your little cockatoo away from you.
I think
Okay.
it's like people say it's like a
Or what-
general white woman name or something.
Oh, okay.
Whatever Maltese, poodle, whatever kind of fucking
That was like a TikTok person.
bird-like dog you have that you didn't even fucking train, and you're over here talking shit.
I've seen that nowhere. No, this is a very common strategy. It's when you have, let's say you've got a bunch of criticisms. Some of them are shit, 1 out of 10, racist, whatever, like this one, and then you've got some better ones, 10 out of 10, trending, LSF, shared by XQC, Asmongold, everyone knows about, that cracks the code, that basically exposes you for being a fucking liar, trying to hide the evidence with fucking tape. Then you're not gonna address that one. You just address the 1 out of 10, the fucking person calling you Muslim dipshit, whatever.
Jesus Christ, dude. People that don't train their dogs, people that don't even have fucking dogs, that don't understand how any of this stuff works, literally making up their own minds and being like, oh, I would do it differently. Okay, well.
Listen, I don't know much about dogs. I just know that you cannot fit a large square into a small triangle, okay? Unless you shrink the square so that you can't do it. And that vibrate only model does not match the one in your thing, buddy.
I'm doing it in the best possible way that anyone could do it. And not only that, but you're also fucking inventing an alternative reality where I'm like fucking electrocuting my dog or some shit. Psychos.
This
is quite personal. It's like telling a parent is abusive towards his kids. No wonder you'd be pissed. I know.
Interesting. There's no whiplash from that one. Oh, God. Yeah, the name of the model and the number would be where the tape is. It's so stupid. He's obviously trying to hide something. Oh, God. Mental fucker. Any self-reflection detected? Nope. Hell no. What's this? Where's Dan? It's okay though. We do our hard work in here. We just want to serve the truth.
This for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is?
What's this? Hasan's dog lecturing me after I have spent the last year trying to stop the promotion of terrorism and hatred on Twitch.
Do you know how easy this is for
Oh wait, sorry. Why is he in a fucking video game form? Matt Damon, what?
Do you know how easy this is for me?
Why is everything Dan posts on Twitter shitty volume? Why would he do that?
Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke. And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up. Do you know how easy this is?
True. Fumbly Dan. That's how you know Dan and Yeet are the same person. Because of the fucking quality of their uploads. The Hasan dog collar stuff is blowing my mind. I've never seen so many people so immediately and unanimously act this insane and conspiratorial about a stream clip. Events that made people act like that.
These hostages were a product of the Israeli military through airstrikes or firing on hostages while they were waving white flags, or that on October 7th, Israel issued the Hannibal Directive, killing likely many hundreds of its own civilians.
Source! He didn't provide a source for that one. He did not. We're still waiting. Chop chop. Hundreds of their own civilians. Not 12, give or take, last time I checked. On soldiers, the Hannibal directive, the ones where they killed the civilians in the house was more likely to be an accident or a miscommunication, not Hannibal's for soldiers. Still waiting for that source. Hundreds. ZJM, thanks for the 5 gifties. That's so generous of you. So insane and conspiratorial. So insane. I don't know if there's been a more obvious smear campaign than trying to paint the most visible dog lover on stream as an animal abuser. Kaya is so loved. So many people, including myself, who are competent dog owners, have spent time. Oh, God. That's the thing. We just call it a smear campaign. Out of context. Never say why. Just out of context. Hundreds of their own civilians. Okay. Fuck this internet bullshit. Let's look at this speech. We can add it into the ceasefire segment, and then we good. I didn't even see this. Amaranth. This is terrible. Yeah, isn't it just, eh? Terrible. Many hundreds of their own civilians. Actually,
white flags, or that on October
about civilians.
Israel issued the Hannibal directive, killing likely many hundreds of its own civilians.
Source! Hannibal. Okay. Very far. Okay. 1 second. Just need to make a request here. Ooh. Where is he? Ugh. Okay. Where is Khalil Al-Haya? Where is he? Where's the boy? Where is he? Where the fucking... Bro. Why can't... There's so many updates. What the hell? What? Hasan calls moist critical. I didn't even see the moist critical. Bro, there's too much. We're going so slow. There's so much. The Forbes article, that's insane. I haven't even read it. It's just wild. Out of its mind. This is Khalil Al-Haya announcing that the war is over. He's actually announcing an end to the war. This was also conditional on them moving through with the ceasefire and the exchange. Hamas said they weren't going to do an exchange unless they got an announcement from Trump at the beginning that this is the end of the war. It still doesn't answer the question of disarmament, so we'll see.
Happy to announce that we have reached a deal for ceasefire to put an end to the aggression and also to proceed to a permanent ceasefire and the withdrawal of the army and to allow the aid to enter to Gaza and to open the Rafah crossing from both sides. happy to announce.
It's actually... Okay, that's not how that was sold to me, but in any case, it's... My guess is that this seems like they're going to go ahead with the hostage and prisoner exchange, but then after that, I think they're going to get stuck on disarmament. I don't think Hamas are going to move forward with disarmament. Just a guess. And I also do not think Israel will let them get stuck there. I don't think they'll want to fully withdraw without disarmament, so they'll just bomb them again. Just a guess. I hope I'm wrong, but I guess. Did the attack in Qatar have anything to do with this? I don't think so. Maybe the aftermath did. The fact that Trump basically gave Qatar like its own Article 5, Diet Article 5 agreement, and an apology from Netanyahu, which was almost definitely pushed by Trump.